People hate negative ads. They will excuse people that they like who go negative.
A new ad hitting the airwaves in North Dakota's Senate race is a sign the race may be turning ugly. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
The ad released by the Heitkamp for Senate campaign attacks Rick Berg and his business history through his company Goldmark. The ad says Berg refused to pay back security deposit to apartment renters, failed to keep his properties up to fire code, and sent a collections agency after a soldier on deployment.
Valley News Team's Emily Welker is here with what political analysts and voters make of the ad. Emily?
Well, it's no mistake the Heitkamp campaign waited until now to release the attack ad. She and Rick Berg are running neck and neck. We're just 8 weeks from the election, and that's the time when most of us voters finally start paying closer attention. Analysts say the ad's aimed at independents who may lean Republican to convince them to give Heitkamp a shot instead. But if this ad doesn't pass the smell test, political scientists say it could seriously backfire.
Have you heard this radio?
Jennifer Weinkoff, welcome to North Dakota politics.
Oh, boy.
This brand new undecided voter is exactly who Heidi Heitkamp and Rick Berg are aiming their ads at.
Pretty derogatory.
Ignoring fire safety codes.
This ad by Heitkamp for Senate is the latest and perhaps the most negative of their campaign. Political analysts say going after Goldmark and going negative may not be North Dakota nice.
Radio tends to be some of the nastier ads.
But it also might get them what they need.
If his business experience is something that he's running on as a strength, then this ad is trying to say, no, that's not a strength, because you have to look at what kind of business person he is.
I don't really know much about Rick Berg, but I guess I know Goldmark is kind of, I don't know, not very fair when it comes to leases, but...
Matthew Oplin says he just moved out of a Goldmark apartment, and the ad doesn't surprise him. But as for small business owner Mike Stevens...
Cheap shot. Cheap shot.
This ad won't earn Heidi any polling points.
Those kind of things probably have happened, but, you know, when you have a large business interest like he has and have that much exposure, lawsuits and things just happen.
And as for Weinkoff, for whom this ad is her introduction to both candidates...
I do tend to think there's probably a grain of truth there, so it would get me thinking.
She's going to start doing some research on the ad and the race, which can only be a good thing.
They better have double and triple checked, because if they come up with something that's blatantly untrue, then there can be a backlash.
And that's the bottom line on going negative. Our analyst says voters will ultimately forgive attack ads if they like the politician running it, but only as long as the ad is true. As far as whether the ad's factual, we've got a lot of calls into the organizations named in the ads, as well as to DC-based think tank factcheck.org.